During a job interview, your answers to the questions are important, but that is not the only thing to consider, and definitely not the only thing that you should do to prepare. If you want to make the best impression possible and maximize your chances of getting the role you're hoping for, you have to consider the entire interview process. How's it going, professionals? This is the final video in my series on fixing the 5 most common mistakes non-native English speakers make in job interviews. If you haven't watched the other 4 videos, you'll definitely want to check those out after watching this. In this video, we are going to talk about the mistake of being 100% focused on the questions and forgetting everything else regarding the interview. The entire interview process will include all of these things. First, interacting with everyone at that company leading into the interview. Second, all the small talk at the beginning between you and the interviewer, answering all of their questions, then asking your own questions, wrapping up the interview, saying goodbye, and finally sending a polite post-interview thank you email to the interviewer. Going into interviews, a lot of people are pretty nervous, and they're often so focused on that first question that they don't even prepare for any of the small talk at the beginning. This can start the interview on a bad, unnatural note, and you definitely don't want that. Sometimes other people don't have any questions to ask, or the questions that they ask the interviewer are very basic and forgettable. When you don't have any questions for the interviewer, that communicates to them that this job isn't very important to you. You didn't take the time to research or prepare, and you don't want to learn anything else. If the small talk is the first impression, the questions near the end of the interview will likely be the final impression they have of you. So you definitely want to do this right by preparing at least 3 thoughtful, specific questions based on your research. Finally, after the interview, sending that polite thank you message will help you stay in the interviewer's mind. When you do this, this message should be unique. Mention a few things that you enjoyed talking about during the interview and how this conversation made you even more interested in this company. Do not just copy and paste some example you found on Google. Imagine that you're a hiring manager. You're looking at 2 final candidates who are pretty equal in terms of their qualifications. However, one of them seemed really friendly at the beginning of the interview. They asked great questions, and then they sent you a polite thank you message afterwards. The other person didn't do any of this. Assuming all other things are equal, the candidate who went those extra steps to be prepared for the entire process is probably going to get the job. So as you prepare, consider this entire process. Look for opportunities at every step to show your value, your great attitude, and your interest in this role. That is what's going to get you the opportunity you're hoping for. All right, that is all for this interview series. I hope this has been helpful. If you're not already, consider subscribing so you can continue taking your business English, LinkedIn, and career opportunities all to the next level. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.